Hi, my name is Anna Rose Bernardo.
And my name is Sasha Leshin, and we worked alongside Professor Martin to study US versus European baby formula standards. So, the background and significance of our research was that formula has a profound impact on an infant's life. US infant formula is highly regulated, but parents continue to purchase European formula from third party vendors. This is considered dangerous and illegal, and we wanted to study why parents are doing this. In our research, we strive to investigate the differences and parental values for formula that result in US parents looking for EU formulas.
So, for the purpose of this study, we wanted to determine the nutritional differences between European and United States formulas and see if there are any benefits. And then we also wanted to explore parent values and knowledge for their children's formula. So, what is important to parents in looking for formula, and are they using formula properly?
Our design was a literature review. We analyzed 8 scholarly articles and we searched for our articles on PubMed using keywords infant formula, European nutrition standards, and FDA formula regulations. And you can see our diagram below.
For the results of our literature review, we found that the FDA standards are out of date, being last updated in 1976. We found all European formulas met FDA standards, and parents believe and value that European formulas have better ingredients, less synthetic ingredients, and that the EU has stricter formula standards. They believe this because the EU has updated their standards more recently in 2020, and parents say they would go back to FDA-approved formulas if the US enhanced its regulations. We found differing regulations for iron, with a higher US maximum iron content, and increased iron has been associated with infection and slower growth. We also found labels in the US do not say how much of each vitamin or mineral is in the formula. They just say the minimum amount required for infants. Parents say it would be beneficial if the labels had the actual amounts on them. We found there's no limit on non-lactose carbohydrates in US infant formula, so 23.7% of infant formulas contain sucrose as the main carbohydrate. In contrast, the European Commission does not allow sucrose to be used at all. The use of sucrose is associated with alterations in metabolism. In the US, the amount of manganese in formula greatly exceeds the amount in breast milk, whereas the amount in European formulas is consistent with the amount in breast milk. Increased exposure to manganese has been seen to have adverse effects on neurodevelopment. And finally, in 9 of 14 studied formulas did not have English instructions, so consumers could be mixing up the expiration date and the mixing instructions.
The nursing implications for our research applies to nursing education. As nurses, we need to educate parents and consumers about the risk of using illegally imported formula, as there are no protections against tampering and contamination, and education about potential language barrier misinterpretation. As we previously said, they can be misinterpreting units that in Europe are in grams. The dates in Europe are flipped, the months and the day are backwards, so they could be mixing up expiration dates. For future policy change, it may be time to reassess the Infant Formula Act so that consumers are able to make informed decisions based on recent scientific evidence for the infant population.
For a limitation for our research, the major barrier was that there is limited research and literature on this topic, both comparing infant formulas and studying parent values.
In conclusion, this literature review revealed that parents are utilizing third-party vendors for the illegal buying of formulas due to personal beliefs and values that European formulas have better ingredients. It is not able to be determined if there is a true benefit to using European formulas, but there are differences in nutritional composition. Parents are taking on the risk of lack of regulation during shipment of formula to the US and possible language barriers. And finally, the FDA standards are out of date, and it may be time to reassess as the EU standards are up to date with current research. Thank you.